Access is not limited to the data that's stored in its own files. You can also bring data in from outside, so it may be that you're bringing in data from an Excel spreadsheet, for example, and this can be linked into your database. And it has a wide range of different sources you can use. It could be from SQL Server, or it could be using a format called ODBC, which is an industry standard database format, so you can bring data in from lots of different types of database, and these can be linked into your Access database. Now if there's changes made in those external data sources, those will be represented within your database as well. They're truly linked to that data. It's not copied across, it's linked out to that data. Now that we've got lots of different tables and linked data sources within our database, we need to relate them together. Now when you're setting up relationships, these can have a couple of different types. You can have a one-to-one relationship, so each employee has a single manager, for example, but then the manager would only have one employee. So an example might be better to say each employee has one address, and the address has a single employee living there, so that would be a one-to-one relationship. Far more common than that is a one-to-many relationship. So in that situation, the manager and the employee works much better. Each manager has many employees, each employee only has one manager. If you have multiple different relationships, so for example we have an employee connecting to an order and you have a customer connecting to an order, customers and employees logically have a many-to-many relationship. Each employee has many customers they deal with, each customer has many employees that they buy things from. However, that is represented by their connecting table, which is the orders table. So you can't actually create a many-to-many relationship, but have a think about what sits in between. So the relationship between a customer and that salesperson is actually the order. So there's typically something that exists in between them, and that's how that many-to-many relationship is represented. Also, your relationships can have a couple of features. They can have a cascading update. Now what that means is if you change one side of the relationship, so let's say that employee or that salesperson's ID, it would flow through to the orders table automatically. So changing it on one side would automatically change it on the other side, and that can be quite useful because we want to maintain our relationships. The other one you can have is cascading delete, and this one you need to be much more cautious with, because with cascading deletes, if we deleted that salesperson, then all those orders they have would vanish. Then you're going to have your customers ringing you up saying, where are my orders? You'll look in your database, the orders won't be there because they got automatically deleted when you deleted that salesperson. And that's obviously not what you want. So in some situations you want a cascading delete, but be very cautious. Err on the side of caution and only put it on when you're absolutely 100% sure. However, a cascading update, typically you can use that much more freely because it just maintains a relationship. So now let's have a look at creating relationships in Access 2013.